Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today we're slowing things down a bit and heading to the quiet city of Palermo, Italy. A place I've heard of, but honestly never really took the time to see what it has to offer. I've only scratched the surface with this video, I'm sure, but if you're a fan of culture, history, architecture, or food, then this is the place for you. Located on the island of Sicily, with a population of roughly 850,000, Palermo was founded by the Phoenicians in 734 BC. To say this place is full of religious architecture would be an understatement to say the least. There are churches and cathedrals around every corner, each offering their own architecture and styles. La Martirena and St. John of the Hermits are a couple of noteworthy ones to visit, but at the end of the day, they are very much overshadowed by the Palermo Cathedral. This massive cathedral houses the tombs of royals and emperors of Palermo, and also a treasury holding various artifacts. The cathedral opened in 1185 and has had numerous additions throughout its history, such as the dome being added in 1801. The outside of this beauty is amazing and needs to be seen in person to truly appreciate the detail. Another amazing historical stop is the Norman Palace, or Royal Palace. Listed as being one of the oldest in Europe, it's currently the seat of the Sicilian Regional Assembly. What makes this place great is that it's also attached to the Palatine Chapel, which boasts the best preserved examples of Byzantine architecture in Europe. If you like golden mosaics, then this is the place for you. Okay, let's change things up a bit here. On to one of the most important aspects of Sicilian culture, their food. Palermo is a fantastic example of how food can shape a city. There are plenty of markets scattered throughout, but the main ones of Bolero, Cap, and Vucciria have got to be on the list. Bolero, being one of the oldest to choose from, will have you overwhelmed with the sights and smells of the true Sicilian gastronomy. Heading closer to the port of Palermo, you'll find some great attractions that are essential to your visit. Find your way there by following one of the two main streets in all of Palermo, Via Vittorio Emanuele and Via Maqueda, until either intersects with the other. Here you'll find the Quattro Canti, or four corners. On each side of the intersection, there are four symmetrical facades with 3 stages each, a fountain representing each of the seasons, 4 kings, and the 4 patron saints of Palermo. Definitely a must-see if you're walking about. Directly next to Quattro Canti is the famed Fontana Pretoria. This fountain was built in 1554 in Florence, Italy, and then moved to Palermo 20 years later to where it sits now. It's adorned with the 12 Olympians from ancient Greek mythology and other animals as well. Truly something to see for yourself. And finally, before you leave the area, take a wander down to see the Teatro Massimo Vittorio Emanuele, or the Palermo Opera House. Being Italy's largest and Europe's 3rd largest behind Paris and Vienna, this place is a must-visit for the architecture alone. A guided tour is suggested if you want to see the inside, as tickets to the opera here tend to be on the much higher range. Palermo is certainly a laid-back city to visit, which can be a great change of pace from your more mainstream travels. But even still, you may need to kick back and relax. Don't worry, a short drive will take you to Mondello Beach, where you can unwind and just enjoy an afternoon of sand and sun before catching a meal and drinks to end the evening. Okay, so Palermo is definitely a more cultured visit than most, but I promise you, the history, architecture, and especially the food will make it an unforgettable experience. I hope you learned a little and enjoyed what Palermo has to offer, and if you did, please have a look at some of our other videos suggested here and subscribe for more postcards from around the world. Thanks again.